This is going to be tricky. So, Los Angeles Clippers accused of circumvention of the NBA salary cap. And ito po yung diskarte nila. Parang nakahanap sila ng way na bayadan si Kawhi Leonard without going through the salary. Ano ba yung diskarte na yan? Pag-usapan po natin. Mag-intro lang ako ng mabilis. Tapos, ichichismis ko sa inyo.
Here comes the boom, boom, pow, Powcast Nation, stand up now. Get ready for the truth, Powcast, the pioneer, the original Pow. Sports updates, join Powcast Nation. Powcast Sports #1. Powcast Sports, the #1 independent sports voice in the Philippines.
Powcast Sports. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.
Welcome back to Powcast Sports, your #1 source for sports, boxing, basketball, NBA, breaking news, and off-court drama and mga stories that's nobody is talking about. We'll talk about it here. Ako po si Pow Salud at pag-usapan na natin itong bombshell ng Los Angeles Clippers at Kawhi Leonard under the microscope ngayon. Speaking of under the microscope, headlines po siya ng mga balita. Sabi sa Yahoo, Kawhi Leonard reportedly paid 28 million for no show. Parang walang ginagawa, 28 million. Bakit naman? Napakaswerte naman ni Kawhi Leonard. Binabayadan lang ng ganyong halaga. Anyway, let me tell you the news about this. Ano ba talaga nangyari? Okay, so earlier this week, there's a sport reporter named Pablo Torres who dropped some startling revelation. According to his reporting, Kawhi Leonard, yes, the two-time Finals MVP was alleged to receive 28 million over 4 years from a sustainability company called Aspiration. That's about 7 million per year starting in April 2022, as long as he stayed with the Clippers. But here's the kicker. He seemingly didn't have to do anything for it. No endorsement, no campaigns, nothing. I actually haven't seen any poster. Now, in Torres' words, sabi nga niya for a no-show job. Meanwhile, Aspiration, partially funded by guess who? By Clippers owner Steve Ballmer, filed bankruptcy in March 2025. And there's legal documents to further explain this. And according to sources, Aspiration still owed $7 million to Kawhi Leonard's company. Now, as this allegation unfolded, the NBA now officially announced an investigation whether this arrangement was a way for the Clippers to circumvent the league's salary cap rule. Maba matalino, pwede palang gawin ito, ha? The league potentially could penalize the Clippers and Kawhi Leonard if they are found guilty. They could face a fine up to 7.5 million, and then the potential void of contract, suspension, and even forfeiture of draft picks if violations are confirmed. Now, Clippers are defending themselves, obviously. The Clippers has reacted fast and furious in several statements. They argued neither Steve Ballmer nor franchise is engaged in any wrongdoing. That's a very general statement. Ballmer's investment in Aspiration was purely philanthropic, believing in its mission not to funnel cash to Leonard. Ooh, okay. Kawhi's deal with Aspiration was independent, no oversight from team or ownership. They were blindsided by the fraud. They claimed they have only discovered it after government investigation began. In short, hugas kamay. And pati si Mark Cuban nakikisoso dito. Sabi ni Mark Cuban, in a surprising twist, Mark Cuban, the legend, Maverick legend, back Clippers and Ballmer on social media, saying, "I'm on Team Ballmer." He argued Ballmer wouldn't risk everything for such scheme, especially knowing how public creditors, and bankruptcy functions. Cuban called Clippers victim of aspirations fraud, much like everyone else. So let's put this into context. All right. The NBA has dealt with similar cap circumvention before. Remember Minnesota Timberwolves back in 2000? They were hit with hefty fines, lost draft picks, and more after an illicit deal with Joe Smith was uncovered. Now, the NBA probes is underway and all eyes on what comes next. Will there be penalties? Will this change the way league tracks and enforces off-court deals? Expect updates to draft fast as early as next week. Now, to sum up, the allegation was 28 million for a no-show endorsement and a bankrupt sponsor tied to the Clippers owner, and now NBA investigation with potential consequences. Now, the question is, what do you think? Is this a legitimate deal, or is this really a cap circumvention disguised as a sponsorship? Pwede pala yun. Let me know what you think in the comment section, guys.